Welcome everybody to Topic Tarot Tuesday. If you would be so kind to like, comment, and subscribe. So Tarot Topic Tuesday is any topic that's going on in the world about this time and what we can learn from it or what we need to do with the energy. So today's topic is the full moon eclipse, which is on the 30th of this month. And in Western astrology, it's in Gemini. And in Vedic astrology, it's in Taurus. So what they're saying for the astrology in Western astrology in Gemini, that it's a good time to evaluate, look back at what was going on in April, June, and July, I think it was, or something like that, where there were other eclipses. And so this is a good energy to, they're saying, to reevaluate and see what was going on and how you can heal. And in the Vedic astrology, it's all about emotional turmoil and things. So that I found quite interesting. But I was wondering, based on that, what the tarot could tell us about this full moon eclipse in either Gemini, Western astrology, and Vedic, Taurus. So what are the energies that we can work with? I think that's what I want to ask. What are the energies we can work with this full moon eclipse? No matter which astrology that you follow. So I'm going to do my 7-card spread, and I am using the Forest Tarot, something like that. It fell on the floor the other day, so I figured it wanted to be worked with. So I'm doing some shuffling, and I will lay those out. So the question is, what energies are there to work with for the full moon eclipse? What energies are there to work with full moon eclipse? Okay, it tells me it's done. I should have looked at this deck a little bit because I can't remember everything that this is about. But I can tell you this, that it looks very much like the Vedic astrology and Taurus, where there will be a lot of emotional problems. Because in the center, and I believe this is swords, is 8 of challenges. So we all know what that is. We all bound, tied. 8 of swords is being surrounded. Mentally, we're totally exhausted. We've had enough because the center represents self. So this represents all of us, and I certainly feel this way. And it's my thoughts, but it's the world thoughts that are really troubling. You know, we're tired. We've had enough of this. You know, we'd like to break away from that. In the East position, which is air, we have 4 of challenges. And this is all about rest, relaxation, taking time out for our own needs, because this is the emotional. This is East is air, okay? But also, we've been very emotional lately. I feel like I'm not alone, that I'm probably been just as emotional as everybody else. So we need a break. We need a rest. We need to regroup, rethink. And in the fire position, we have Ace of Challenges. So this is the South of Fire. And to me, this is the fire position. Being in the South is what drives the drive, the energy behind the whole spread. And so we need to really take this is a new beginnings, right? It's the Ace of Challenges or the Ace of Swords. So it's rethinking, communicating, understanding. You know, it's how we speak. Really getting that resting that mind, but then regrouping so that we can communicate, use our intellect and our fortitude, and bring in a new wisdom. Because in the West, which is the emotions, sorry, I was getting messed up a little bit here with myself, but we have the emotions. In the West is water, that's relationships, that's how we're feeling, that's what we're putting out into the world. And so the energies we can work with is strength. So I'm saying strength, fortitude. Those are the words that are coming to, because we're going to need it. When I show you the rest of the cards, we are going to need it. So what we can do, what I'm feeling is this is a great time for going within with this full moon eclipse. We have to go within. We have to give our minds a rest during this eclipse so that we can start to come out on the other side. Because in the top position, or as my friend Queen Victoria, Julie Ann Victoria says, in the crowning position, in my position, this is the earth position, we have the Tower. And this is really speaking to me about the world, the earth itself, the physical, right? This is a destructive, powerful time because things are going to change, right? So we have to be prepared for that. Mentally, we have to be prepared because things are going to be shaken up beyond which a lot of people will not be expecting. So this is a time, this eclipse is going to bring about sudden and powerful changes for everyone. So that's why we need to take the time now before the eclipse to really rest our minds, clear our minds, and then regather our strength. In the what I call the foundation of the issue, we have the Hangman, or suspension. And I like this one because this card, if you really look, he's like the chrysalis in a butterfly. As a butterfly caterpillar goes into the chrysalis to be reborn, to become anew, because that is the essence of rebirth. Is so while he's within, while he's in this chrysalis, right? He's rethinking. We're relearning. We're learning about who we really are. We have time to contemplate. So we've all been in this chrysalis because we've been forced to really examine who we are. In one of the videos of astrology I was listening to, her friend, her YouTube is New Hampshire Astrologer, and she was speaking about how, because this has been such a tough time for people, that her friend, who is a psychologist, has been extremely busy on the relationship front because we have been forced into this cocoon. And this is really the time to examine, this has been the time to examine who we really are. But I feel like with this energy that I'm grabbing my oracle deck. Sorry about that. I wasn't quite prepared for everything. Because the message is from Spirit. It's the Ace of Spells or the Ace of Wands. All that fiery energy. So it's like we're going to break out of this cocoon and rebirth ourselves after the new eclipse. I'm going to say after the full moon eclipse. So we have several days before the full moon eclipse to rest. Enjoy time with family. Hopefully that's what you'll be doing on Thanksgiving. And then after the eclipse, we have a chance to rebirth, to create action, to create sexuality, to be ambition, to be passionate, to use our fortitude, use our sight. And then this also can bring about violence, but hopefully we are wizened and we don't need to use violence because we have strength. We can use our strength and our fortitude and our wisdom instead. So, since this was handy, I decided to grab the Mist of Avalon Oracle, which I saw from Lisa. Curderwin's Calden, she is now. So I'm going to draw one of these, and I'll have to look at the book because I'm not, Oracle's different. Each oracle is different, so you don't know anything. So I got Guinevere. And what I'm thinking right off the bat, because this is Mist of Avalon, wasn't Guinevere, she was the wife, right? She was the wife of King Arthur. Let me look up the number here, right? So she was kind of, yes. Okay, so the message from Guinevere is beauty, feminine power, sexuality, and love. Allow the true love of your soul to radiate, and you shall see natural beauty of love all around you explained. Love is the language of the universe and the greatest creative force. Remember, this is what we will create after we come out of the chrysalis. Balance your sexuality with intelligence and spiritual strength, and rule wisely over your emotions. Bring love in all that you do, and claim your self-worth by nurturing your own needs first. So that just summed up the whole reading about bringing forth our emotions, bringing forth our strength, and bringing forth our love so that we do not bring more to the destructive forces that are upon our planet at this time. So I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Many blessings, and remember to be wild. Whoa.